Hey, this is Loser Film, and Zack Snyder continues to be a despicable human being that definitely needs a rain check. But then again, his fan base are so far up this man's ass, they do not shut up, and start threatening people who has a critical opinion of this disgusting excuse of a human being. Not only do I think Zack Snyder's worse than Amber Heard at this point, but I think this man needs to be locked up and stopped at all costs of having any relevance in Hollywood or any say so in anything that is DC comic books. Not only did this man go and destroy loads of DC Comics characters, but now he's in a sense committing crimes and outright threatening everyone that goes against him. That's what Zack Snyder has been doing behind the scenes without our knowledge, because Warner Bros. Was so nice not to put that out there, or were scared because how vicious and toxic Zack Snyder's fan base can be. And of course, I believe Warner Bros. With what they're putting out there and what they're saying about Zack Snyder. How could I not? The timeline of the Rolling Stones article adds up so much, and I feel like Warner Bros. Themselves should have spoke out sooner, and I'm glad to see that the general audience are not exactly all the way into Team Zack Snyder, because if they was, they would have maybe got Zack Snyder's Justice League cut to trend a lot higher when it comes to the iTunes charts, because it did go to digital very recently, but it barely managed to crack the top 10. So clearly that movie's pretty much dead and doesn't have a lot of interest. Is that a surprise? No, not really, because as I've said for years, there's not many Zack Snyder fans. There's not many fans of his work and what he did with the DCEU. Therefore, why would Warner Bros. Want to continue the Snyderverse in any way, shape or form? No matter how hard people continue to threaten Warner Bros. Zack Snyder's fans, Warner Bros. Are not going to budge, and I'm glad they're finally fighting back and no longer being scared of Zack Snyder and allowing Zack Snyder just to bully them around, and having Warner Bros. Staff reveal more truths of how Zack Snyder, the toxic bully that he is, just means more ammo against Zack Snyder, and maybe that Zack Snyder will struggle even more to have a reputation in Hollywood, but also to get more jobs, because the more Warner Bros. Come for Zack Snyder, the more other studios will not go near Zack Snyder. At the moment, the only company that's going near Zack Snyder and has anything to do with Zack Snyder is Netflix, and Netflix are desperate to get anyone, so that doesn't mean anything, and I'm glad Warner Bros. Have managed to push Zack Snyder quite far out of Hollywood and pretty much blacklist it across the board. That's a win, I think, against Zack Snyder. So Warner Bros. Should be very happy for what they're doing, because they're definitely protecting not only the staff at their studio, but finally starting to actually grow some balls and not let Zack Snyder walk all over them and can continue to do what he's doing. Because stealing hard drives is not only a criminal offence, which is what he did, but more so, you can't just go around threatening everyone and using your fan base and weaponizing them to get what you want, like a big baby throwing your toys out of pram. That's not mature in any way, shape or form. That's basically a child, and Zack Snyder clearly acts like a child, but then again, all his fans act like a child, and I'm sure they're going to continue to do so because they think Zack Snyder as some god and are in a cult and won't stop at nothing to delude themselves that Zack Snyder's Snyderverse is not dead, when absolute fact it's completely dead. And I'm sure we're going to hear a lot more truths drop on Zack Snyder of more disgusting behaviour he has committed behind the scenes towards Warner Bros, but towards people in general, because he's not a people's person. He's probably the most toxic filmmaker in Hollywood at the moment, and believe me, there's some toxic filmmakers, but he has Joss Whedon beat for sure. So I'd love to hear your comments below of what you think about Zack Snyder's disgusting, despicable behaviour he has committed time and time again, with the latest truth being that he stole hard drives that didn't belong to him from Warner Bros. And refused to give them back, and how his fan base need to actually open their eyes and start blindly excusing this horrid man's behaviour, and how, in a sense, Warner Bros. Are right to stand up to this man. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button, give this video a like, and click that notification bell to support this channel. Thank you for watching, and it's goodbye from me for now.